Steal anything good? I love when people think their stuff is safe, and you prove them wrong.
Stop acting like a flathead.
Worth more than a bag of coins.
I know you, and I want nothing to do with you. You look like you had a rough expedition, friend.
Liovic's warriors are on the attack. Wild traders strike sides back. Ever seeking and sword swinging. Death knells will soon be ringing. His face grim, drawing strength from within. His sword swings for Leowind. Traders behind and long before. The sword masters, death in this war. Shares her heart, fights to cheat such a fate. A long
I just saw it a moment ago.
out dead, with only sword and wits to defeat them. He fights for Leowind's freedom. Traitors behind and long before.
Ah, these are my kind of people.
I don't know what the...
time I'm in the field. I think I'll bring a great warhammer. Or two.
I just abandoned them to die. Traveler! Can't you stop? I'm very...
As if Daedra weren't enough. What was he thinking? You are, Night Hunter. If the Terror of the Weald, or whatever Belandris calls himself these days, sent you, know that I'm still the warrior I ever was. I'm heading into such, and I'll go through you if I have to. Not part of the Terror's gang. Good. Still doesn't mean I want to show you my neck just yet. If you came to feed, you'll find slim pickings in such. These vampires have already had their fill. They're worse than when I ran with them. Much worse. Was. Past tense. But I'm not about to bandy my history with Belandris, the so-called Terror of the Weald, to a stranger. If you want to tag along while I finish him, feel free. But I'll pay you. I don't like to owe favors. Not if I can avoid it. If you're reckless enough to stand with me against Belandris' gang, who am I to say no? Let's make our way to the tavern at the center of town. An old friend, Tham, owns the place. I want to find out what happened to him. Such doesn't deserve this horror. Belandris needs to pay for what he's done here.
Wants us to be ready.
This is Tham's place. I hope he's alright.
Mayrena here?
We need to tell Belandros.
Run, bastards! Tham's favorite. Damn vampires! Cowards! A lot of them! Look around. We need to find Tham or a clue as to what happened. I knew Tham would get word to me. Don't like the way he ended it, but I know exactly where to find the best vintage. That's Tham's sword. I gave it to him so he could protect the tavern. Alright, it's obvious there was trouble here. Tham's tattered cloak, his bloodied sword, and the note he managed to leave for me. Clever of him to tell me where to find the surviving townsfolk without alerting the vampires. No, but it did mention his best vintage, a dark joke referring to my days as a vampire. And the place where old Decius slept it off? That's the bank vault. Damn Belandros. Why did he have to return to this town of all places? The chance that anyone's heart other than mine is still beating in this town is so low as to be non-existent. I want to find and deal with Belandros, the Terror. But I suppose I owe it to Tham to go where he pointed. Let's check the bank. The such depository is across from the tavern. Belandros always had ambitions. But to become the Terror of the Weald? I saw all the signs, but didn't want to believe he was capable of such atrocities. Still, I left at the first opportunity. Our relationship started out well enough. A band of outlaws, trying to raise thievery to an art form. Whatever he did, Belandros wanted to be the best. Later, when banditry turned to blood, we hit a dry patch. That's when Belandros began to change. After we became vampires, we remained outlaws. We took blood from the recently dead and dying. We had honor. Only a few of us accepted the curse at first, but eventually Belandros convinced us there was more blood to be had than gold. He was wrong. I saw the darkness growing in Belandros, but it was Tham who convinced me to find a cure. He said I was better than what the rest of the gang was becoming. Now, my sword reminds me of myself in those darkest days. It's thirsty and craves blood. The clerk kept a spare key in a box by her desk. We'll need that to open the vault. Told you there was a spare key. Now let's go down and open that vault.
Father, is that you?
Abel, you'll give us away.
Stay back. Wait. Mayrena, you're with those bloodsuckers?
I'm not with them. Not anymore. My friend will explain while I keep watch.
Mayrena looks different. But if you're not with the vampires, does it mean it's safe out there? And did you see my husband, Graveer? He hasn't returned from his last excursion. We hid in here. Some miners, Tham, the banker and his husband, their clerk. My Graveer's been leading them to safety, taking them out in small groups. He's the best scout in the territory. But now it's just me and my son. Graveer hasn't returned. Yes, he suggested we hide in here in the first place. He offered to stay with Abel and me while Graveer got the last group out of town, but my husband insisted Tham go with them. Now they're out there somewhere. With the vampires. I'm just the town alchemist. I'm no expert on vampires. But Belandros and his crew, they came here for a purpose. I heard one vampire say something about raising an army. You seem like you can handle yourself. Can you look for my husband, Graveer? My alchemist shop is close by. Feel free to make use of anything in there. I don't know of any potions that harm vampires, but much of my stock is explosive, when mixed correctly. And if you find Gravier, please send him back to us.
We'll kill Belandris and put an end to this. You have my word. Might not be a bloodsucker
And
anymore,
we'll find
but
your husband.
I can still hunt
Let's
with the
go.
best of them. Stay alert. Just one clue from here will point us in the right direction. Take a closer look. Definitely fresh. And they head southwest. That pack. Check it out while I keep watch. Mining gear. Discarded to lose weight, I guess. Looks like they started getting rest here. What's that on the ground ahead? Clothing. Must have been torn in a struggle. Careful.
I've been waiting
I
to
think
try
it's
some
close.
spell out.
Did you hear? We're going to be an army.
Someone took out these blood fiends. And look. What's that paper? Damn Gravier and his cowardly eye. That's Belandris' handwriting, all right. Looks like he made a deal with Gravier to sacrifice the rest of the townsfolk to the terror of the Weald. If Gravier's still alive, I can make him talk. Gravier's been working with these bastards. He must know where Belandris is hiding, and he can tell me what happened to Tham. After that, I'll show him the same mercy he gave the townsfolk. The stables are nearby, right on the edge of town. If Gravier's there, I'll make him talk. Belandris always wanted more gold, then more blood. Now he's calling himself the Terror. Sounds like he wants power now. Come to think of it, the stories of the Grey Host always fascinated him. Maybe they put a very bad idea into his head.
Using the townsfolk against each other.
Marina? Why are you helping Marina? She's one of them! And Belandris, the terror of the Weald. He told me he returned to such because of her. This is all her fault! You know about that? I had no choice. It was turn on the townsfolk or lose my family. But you're helping Marina. She's one of them. She'll turn on you the moment you're no longer useful, just like Belandris did to me. Doesn't matter. This is still her fault. The Terror came to Such looking for her. When he couldn't find her, he set his gang loose and started stockpiling weapons around town. If I didn't make a deal, my family would be dead now. Or worse. Why do you think Belandris is calling himself the Terror of the Weald now? He's trying to build a vampire army, and he's using the people of Such to swell his ranks. Look, whatever you may think of me, you can't leave me here to die! You can't! The vampires took Tham and the other townsfolk into the mines. I'm certain that's where Belandris has his headquarters. Or the vampires call it a lair, but you can't go down there. They'll tear you apart. Please, let me go. My family needs me.
Friend, we need to talk about this. I knew Belandris was angry when I left the gang. But to destroy a town and raise an army... He's really trying to live up to his new name. The Terror of the Weald. We killed Belandros just like I planned. He broke our pact and started consuming innocent people. We robbed gold to pay blood servants to sustain us. We were thieves first, vampires second. Or so I thought. The curse was just a means to an end. Not quite yet. Stopping the terror won't be as simple as just killing Belandros. We need to destroy his weapon stockpiles and shatter his army. Maybe something in the alchemist shop can help with that. But first, we need to deal with this worm.
Please, you can't just leave me here.
Shut up, Gravier. Run back to your wife before I decide to kill her. We were too late.
Belandros is a genius, using the townsfolk against him.
Rosalind mentioned explosives. Look for alchemical oil and combustion canisters. Careful. One spark and you'll be engulfed in alchemical fire. With that oil and the combustion canisters, we're all set. Let's find those weapon stockpiles. The weapon stockpiles. Place the components and I'll do the rest. Place the components. I'll add the spark. That takes care of the weapon stockpiles. Now let's head into the mine. Belandros must be keeping the blood fiends in dens. Just follow the sound of their wails, and we'll use the remaining explosives.
The terror will make you pay for destroying our weapons, Marina!
That's not all I plan to destroy, you bastards! Hear that? Blood fiends beyond that door. Place a combustion canister and step back. Stand back! One blood fiend den taken care of. There's probably one more. Let's go find it.
need you anymore, Marina. You've been replaced.
Tham the barkeep will be a much better vampire than you ever were.
The bastards turned Tham. Hurry! I hear more blood fiends. Place the combustion canister. Stand clear! Alright, now we get to the real business. That takes care of the blood fiend dens. But were those vampires lying about Tham? Damn it! I never wanted anyone to get hurt when I decided to leave the gang and throw off my curse. Come on. Let's find Belandris' lair and finish this. Belandris was formidable when I ran with him. Now that he calls himself the Terror, I'm not sure what to expect. He'll be with his lieutenants, maybe a few blood fiends. And Tham, curse their eyes. Just remember, if I get turned again, kill me.
You're part of my army now, Barkeep. Get used to
He's
it.
got Tham. Let's finish the bastard. Alonzo, what have you become? Friend? Attack! Stay with me! The Terror is here, Belandris! Belandris is finished and the Terror is no more. I saw Tham run out when the battle started. Let's head outside.
Marina, what's happening to me, Mayor?
It will be all right, Tham. You'll be all right. Check on Tham, friend.
I feel cold. My skin, it's pale. Please, tell me this isn't happening. Tell me I'm not becoming one of them. Yes, you're right. You and Mayor saved my life. Saved what's left of such. Well, if Marina could survive being a vampire, then I can as well. Thank you for helping her. Tell Mayor. Tell her I'm all right.
It's done. The Terror of the Weald is no longer a threat. I hope whatever remains of the gang has sense enough to scatter. I tried to do right by Such, getting rid of my curse. Now the place is a ghost town, and I have no idea what to do next. Tham. Right. I need to be here for him, the way he was for me. Help him, whether he decides to remain a vampire or seek the cure. It's the least I can do. Remember, I don't like owing favors. So take this. I want you to have it. For all your help. I'm at a loss, friend. I was so focused on stopping Belandris and saving Tham, I never gave a thought as to what comes next. I guess I need to figure it out. I told you I hate owing favors, but I can't help feeling that suddenly I owe a whole lot.